door to my heart. May you start here with me. Help me to see just who I can be. Open the door to my soul. Show me the way. Okay, guys, so man, here we go. I'm a little behind. Actually, the kids are getting done with school, so it's been a little harder for me to get over to this podcast. At the same time, this podcast can wait, and I enjoy putting my family first. So anyway, open the door. Actually, we're recording right now for the videos for the Man Quest, and we just got done with this, and it's about working through some of the maybe hurt or disappointment or different things from the past with your own parents. And so, that's part of it, and working towards forgiveness or going through an enemy image process and working through some of that, so that you can repair some of that with God's help, and if that's something for you. But again, it's leading the way. This Man Quest is this week with the Open the Door. It's leading the way of showing the unconditional love and acceptance for kids, and being the leader of the household. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, man, would love to have you. I will put a link in here and sign up. And when it goes live, I can't wait to dive into this. It's going to be so fun. So anyway, with Open the Door, this song had to be, I think we've already gone over this before. This song had to be in here. Now, during the time when this album came out, I was still doing school-based counseling, and this is inspired from one of the students. And, we'll get into that a little bit later, but that's the background of it comes from being inspired from one of the students. They struggled with their identity and struggled with suicidal thoughts. And, I've been there myself. And so, it's neat to walk with somebody and share a little bit of yourself at the same time, to be there for somebody, because I walked alone for the longest time, and when you get that support from somebody else, man, it is such a blessing. And so anyway, let's dive into these lyrics. For that first verse, open the door to my heart, may it start here with me, help me to see just who I can be. And so, to me, it's a great line. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure what that means to me. To me, it's being willing to be open to some spirituality, and to start with you. Take ownership and responsibility of your thoughts and actions. And it's like a prayer. It's like saying to God, help me to be who you've called me to be, Verse 2, open the door to my soul. Okay, I would say we're going a little deeper now. Show me the way. Tell me it's safe here to be myself. For the longest time, I always felt like I couldn't be myself. And this is absolutely 12-step work. This is, being able to be myself through going to meetings, 12-step meetings. And, for some reason, like, I was home. Like, I don't know how to explain that. I was never able to be myself. And then all of a sudden, when I found myself in 12-step meetings, I could be myself. I could breathe a little deeper. Not that the anxiety went all away. I mean, that took years and years and years. And today I can honestly say being at a meeting is probably one of my favorite places to be, because it's a giving, it's a receiving. You can be yourself. There's no judgment, and you're growing spiritually. And I don't know how else to explain it. I can be myself at a meeting. And so for somebody like me in my past, it's a beautiful thing. And to me, there's nothing like being at a meeting, man. I'm just being honest. So anyway, then it goes into selfish rubble, a bag of bones, shot down, rival a vagabond. That's just kind of rambling, I would say. Where else left to go? Take me back, take me back, take me back. Like, to me, sometimes it's, people who are into drugs and alcohol and active addiction. To me, it's just, it's just the way it is. Where else do you have left to go? And sometimes we really damage and hurt our families and friends in such a deep way that nobody else is willing to put up with our crap. And so, I would say, 12-step meetings is sometimes last house on the block for a lot of us. So anyway, this song's a lot about recover, I would say, if you haven't picked that up. Now on here, I have no one to understand. The prison I'm in, all alone with only myself. But here you welcomed me, and here I'll always be, just as I am. Guys, that is absolutely 12-step recovery. Just when you think nobody understands you, at least I did. I thought I was a lone bird. Nobody got me, and or what I've been through. Obviously meeting Nicholas, he shared a lot of his personal experiences, and I had experienced the same exact things that he had gone through. Not to that extreme, because I've been in blackouts and I've gone in chunks of lost time and awareness. Now, Gator, he mentioned that he would go in like a week-long blackout. And he would wake up in different states and now, okay, when he shared that, I knew that he knew what he was talking about. And that's just one example. But he spoke a language for me. All alone with only myself. I think it's a rare thing. Only another alcoholic or an addict would know that loneliness. It's a rough place to be in. And then I have on here, but here you welcomed me. And that's exactly, I didn't have any church people coming over, or, they welcomed me just as I was, just as I am. And, I will be, indebted to the 12-step program and the people in it, because they were there for me. Nobody else was. Nobody else, when I was hitting that low, they were the only ones there for me. And so it's up to me and my duty to keep going back and to give back, but also receive in the same way. So okay, so then it goes into kind of a transition. I really enjoy playing this song just live or just playing it because it's a fun song for me. But anyway, glad to be alive. Gonna keep pushing on out of this hole. Take back what's rightfully mine to keep this hardened soul. Holding on to this here rail. 'Cause I just wanna be loved like anybody would. Here in my soul, the deeper we go, the more I'm discovering you. Love, rain down. So to go back, glad to be alive. There's some kind of a transition that happens. For the longest time, I didn't want to live. I didn't know how to live. Just in a funk, man. Just an alcoholic funk. And I really had no purpose, no wake up in the morning and, I would drink and I would hope that I would die. And I'd wake up and be like, oh, crap, not another day. And so, I think this is the transition of somebody welcoming me in, giving me hope, having hope that life can mean more than just drinking. And so there's that transition, glad to be alive, going to keep pushing on out of this hole. It takes a lot, and to have that alcoholic thinking, man, it's just, even the first year for me in recovery was just a roller coaster ride, just the highs and the lows, man. It's unexplainable. But anyway, take back what's rightfully mine, this heart and soul, almost like my will. When you're out there in active duty freaking alcoholism or drug addiction, you have no control. Forget it. You're done, man. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, that drug or that alcohol, it dictates every move you're going to make, man. And it's such a powerful force. But anyway, God and his people and unity and 12 steps and spirituality are bigger than that. So, holding on to this here rail. Okay. So this comes back to the student. This is more about, that student, they wanted to end their lives, and there was a slow train, and, they were thinking about just ending their life there, and they didn't. I remember them sharing with me, and I was so thankful that they didn't, because, they were holding on to this rail, and because they wanted to. And man, now I can relate with that. There's so many times of me just wanting to end my life, and even in early recovery, because I didn't have that alcohol to numb myself or to fall back on. And so to me, it was even harder sobering up because I didn't have anything to fall back on besides the group and God and support from other alcoholics in recovery. And so, guys, this was a big one. That line and that person that went through this, and to even share with me something that intimate, man, is just a gift to have, because, man, I've been real close myself, just, just jumping out a window or wanting to drive off a mountain, just smash into like a telephone pole, you struggle. And I could relate with what they were sharing with me. And, I haven't talked to too many people about my own personal experiences with that, but, they were there. And, not to say like a thought never comes up, because sometimes something does come up. It's whether you entertain it, or what do you do with it? Do you go to a meeting? Do you talk to somebody about it? Do you hold on to a rail for dear life? Yes, you do, because there's hope and it will get better. You got to do the work. It's not going to come overnight, and it's not going to be easy, but your faith will increase. You'll have purpose in your life. God will give you a hope. You'll be forgiven. You can be yourself. And I'm hoping a lot of this is coming out of the song. So, because I just want to be loved like anybody else would. To me, I would say there was a core need of just being loved for who I was, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I experienced that. I do in the inventory. And I shared my resentments, my fears, sex inventory. And, Nicholas knew everything about me. And good, bad, and ugly. There was nothing hidden from him. And he loved me just the same. And so I experienced that from a man. And to me, that's God's love. That's an unconditional love. And experiencing it from Nicholas, I was able to incorporate that spiritually. And so I experienced that love. And then even deeper with Jesus, experiencing that, it's the same thing. It's Christ dying for all on the cross. There's nothing I can do to earn salvation. It's through putting my trust and my faith in Jesus Christ. And, that's one step further for me. That took maybe a couple years to get there. And, to me, it's all about continuing to live in that love. I've experienced that love, so I want other people to experience that love as well. So anyway, really preaching it about that. Here in my soul, the deeper we go, the more I'm discovering you. And to me, that's the inner work, God in me. And so, to me, I love that. That's a great place to start. If you're new to spirituality, God inside you. There was a blind man, David, who would go to meetings. And David was talking to this pregnant lady. And I remember him feeling that baby, and his face was, I'll never forget it. And then David talked to this lady a little bit later, and he said, go on, look around out in the world. Where do you see God? And I remember the lady's like, yeah, I don't know, or something. I don't remember what she said. But David's like, you need to get quiet and listen inside because God is in you. And man, it was just a profound moment for me to hear that, because it was like David was talking to that lady, but at the same time, it was meant for me. And so anyway, to me, the ending is, love rain down, man. Like, I guess it's just my hope that someone would experience that, God's love or an inner awareness of God living in them. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it short. I'm going to leave it at that. My lifelong friend, Adam Butler, graciously laid down some accordion on this song. Man, he did a great job. I remember telling him, like, let's do a solo. I'm always trying to get him to do a solo. And he did just one take, and he was just goofing off. And then I took that take and I kind of split it up in two and kind of made it fit in. But he did a phenomenal job. I love his touch with that accordion. He is such a phenomenal musician, able to play with his ear and to go with the flow. And I love that. So appreciate him sharing his gift with this song. And we're going to leave it at that, guys. I would have liked to have like a choir sing on this one, but you work with what you got. So for the ending at least. But anyway, I hope you've been blessed from this. And we're not even going to take a break because I just have a little bit of scripture for you. And this came from reading, last night. I didn't read any kind of scripture all day yesterday. And I was like, I got to get at least a little bit of word. So I grabbed my little mini Bible here. And this thing's been through with me through the thick and thin. So this comes from Psalm 86:17. It says, give me a sign of your goodness, that my enemies may see it and be put to shame. For you, O Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Guys, how can I not deny that last part? For you, O Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Guys, that's a true testament of what the Lord has done for me. I mean, I can't add anything more. But the main thing I wanted to express is the part up here. Give me a sign of your goodness. Guys, I know how good God is. And, I just shared that prayer last night. God, please show me how good you are, man. And I think sometimes we need to have that simple prayer like that. If you've struggled with your spirituality or with God, maybe that's a great place to start of, God, show me your love for me. One way to experience that love is to dive into the man quest, be with some other men. And You're getting the invitation for it this year, 2024. We're going to be starting later than Father's Day. I've already made that announcement. Unfortunately, I didn't get it done, and I'm not going to compromise on the quality of it. So anyway, God bless. I'm going to leave it at that. My throat's struggling today, and just want to say thanks for stopping by and checking us out. And may you be blessed, and may you be encouraged to ask God to show you His goodness. All right, amen.
Tell me it's safe here to be my selfish love in a bag of bones, shot down right in the bag of bones. Where else left to go? Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me, take me, take me. No one understands. Oh, prison I'm in, all alone with only myself. Here you welcome me. Here I'll always be just as I am. Glad to be alive. Wanna keep pushing on out of this hole. Take back what's rightfully mine to keep this heart and soul. Holding on to this here rail, 'cause I just want to be loved like anybody would. Here in my soul, the deeper we go, the more I'm discovering you. Love rain down, love, 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 rain down on my soul. Oh, love, 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 rain down. Oh, love, 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 rain down on my soul. Ooh, love.